If you're like me and love a bargain, then you're going to love the link in the description, as it's going to take you to Instant Gaming, which is a platform that will save you a lot of money on all of your games. This includes Steam, GOG, PlayStation and Xbox also, as well as many others. I've bought a couple of games from here and saved myself some money. You should too. The link is in the description. Be sure to check it out. You'll actually be surprised just how much you will save. Not only will it be helping me out, but you'll be helping yourself out as well. Be sure to check it out. The link's in the description. Thank you. Got raiders down here. Oh man. That is a lot of men. That is not pretty. Come on, mortars, destroy the tanks. Wow, I've never seen them do this before. That is one intense running in. The tank is still functioning. Stop destroying my mortars, please. Oh, I've never been hit like this before. No way, they have never done that to me. Oh wow, they've never used underground mining on me before. Howdy doody everybody, welcome back. We're back at it. Still suffering from that attack that we did on Mount Diddler, and wow, was that a battle. That cost us so much money, it wasn't even funny, but we need to connect Calais and France together. So if you're not aware, this is a alternative history campaign where we basically start where things have gone a bit sideways and the Germans have smashed their way through, and we have to try and get Verdun back. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to free up some of these British troops first. That should encircle a little bit of them as well, but it will free up some tiles for us. Lose conditions. If we lose Paris, yeah, nah. If we lose Calais, absolutely finished. Won't be fun. We have to get our national will high enough to be able to sustain potentially losing some tiles, which may have to be a thing just to consolidate our forces, because they have so many troops and we just don't. Honestly, I thought it was bad before. This is awful. Still playing on elite mode. This is incredibly challenging, and because there's been no pre-setup towards this situation that we find ourselves in, then well, yeah, we're just knackered. Like, ideally I'd have hospitals here. That would have saved us a lot of money, but now we don't have any left. Research is not bad, but we don't have any income really, so that's what I'm going to have to go for. Also going to have to go for some more troops because we desperately need them. So that was that battle. I'm going to end the turn and probably get slaughtered by the Germans on everything. They have so many more troops than us. It is ridiculous. I am bound to lose a few provinces, I honestly think. But I need to keep hold of Suzanne to get to Verdun. It's the quickest and easiest way. It's going to have to be done. This is key. Suzanne is key. Before I proceed with Suzanne now, I mean, it's only one battle they have to win, which is quite nice, but we don't have the funds to go and attack them now, that's for sure. And then not only that, but it'll split our forces, and we can't be doing that either. Need to try and consolidate somehow. But are we ready for the onslaught? We're going to run out of money. We really are going to run out of money. Enemy spy in Hazebrook. Oh no, where's that? That's... I've forgotten. Up here? Yeah, oh, they're going to go for the Brits. Don't get me. They're going to have a load of money as well. Yeah, here we go. They're coming at me. In Troyes, if I lose this battle, I lose the province. The stakes are very high. Now, we have a bit of tankage and planes and a bit of all sorts. But they also have the same. I'm not looking forward to this. Oh yeah, this is going to be part of the update. Supply chain region allies. So it acts as a supply depot, so you can't do naughty things like before, where you surround a little area and everything gets cut off. They've stopped me from doing that. I mean, it's only right. But still, that was a nice tactic that we used against the enemy. If you haven't yet, you can buy this game for really cheap on Instant Gaming. The game link will be in the description. Save yourself some pennies. Come and join the Discord as well. It'd be good to actually hear some of your voices. Even if you don't have a microphone, you can still have a chin wag in the text channels on there as well. I'm in here more often than you think, so come and have a join. Devs, I beg you, come on. Make a button so I can delete all of these awful automatic trench lines that you like to stick in. Honestly. Right, now all them are out of the way, we're going to be having a battle down here, which is something I've never done. This is a narrower map with some flanking possibilities. They can have their artillery really far forward by the looks of things. Question is, oh, we've got a big ridge around here. Do I just go for a solid defense like here, or do I spread out? Because supplies are low, man. Might have to. I do have concrete MGs and things. Yeah, I've decided due to supplies being low, I'm going to go for a centralized defense. Try and get all of this somewhere near. I'm also going to stick in lots of extra ones. Just going to be full of trench work. Because I've got so many different sets of trench work here, it will be fairly easy to suppress the men, but if I stick enough MGs in here, we should be good. Do I connect this outer line? Yeah, I do connect this outer line. Gonna have to be done, but that is also a separate entity. Can I go even further? Can't really do that because this is one step too close. It kind of does me in a little bit there, but we can have all of that connected up in a weird kind of hexagon thing. Whether this is going to work or not is dubious. We'll need to murder a lot of them to actually get the points that we need. Now, the artillery is going to be relentless. Do we have a balloon up in the air? I don't think it's going to really matter. Do we have any heavy artillery? A lot of money, though. It would be very nice to gas them. Well, that is a lot of money. I think I might be better off spending my money on proper emplacements. Get some barbed wire on the go. We can hopefully slow them down a little bit. Would be nice to go for the razor wire, but I don't think that's going to happen. All the way around here. Lovely jubbly. This is going to be really the first proper campaign where there's going to be a large amount of defensive work into it. I might even have another blob. Slow them down further, maybe further out. I mean, what's going to be the range on that? It's probably going to be around out here. So do I go for another blob out there? Do I go for another one in here? MGs will probably cover quite a bit of it. Thinking if we slow them down at this point, it's probably going to be better off. So we'll do that. Hopefully the tanks won't just roll in and ruin it. Never really used barbed wire before, so this is going to be interesting. Ideally, I'd have the razor wire, but we're not going to have the resources to do so. We need to also think about getting some lads in. We might need to get a couple of raiders in just to deter enemy tanks. Well, that's a thought. Can I stick another miniature trench line in here? I can. I'm going to do it. Just because I want it to be an absolute nightmare. Depth is key. Actually going to have that connected to this section so I can easily get back in. Tanks are definitely going to be a massive issue in this. So we're going to have to get... We'll go for the French infantry. Thankfully, we do have the French infantry. Because they are cheap as chips. And also, this design means we can have a lot of men in here, all shooting in close proximity to each other, which is fantastic. If I had elites here, that would be really good. They have the anti-tank rifles and the snipers as well. If a tank comes along, essentially it's going to come through straight away. So what I'm thinking of is having the raiders in this section of trench, so that hopefully they don't get shot straight away. Stay alive. We'll do that. These are going to be the runners to try and stop tanks reaching this inner center. I could get tanks of my own in. Might be a good idea just to get a couple in. Go for the heavy ones. But they'll basically be stationary. These could help deter enemy tanks. But I strongly suspect they're just going to get smashed by enemy artillery. In which case we want mortars. Oh, they're going to be so good on this. That will also stop raiders. Now, they're probably going to have some nasty things in mind. 4 mortars. They're probably going to get bombed. I need supply more troops. Tanks are the issue. I can't really use the Air Force here. Reinforced nests would be fantastic. Maybe on these flanks. But again, it comes down to money. We've got a lot of troops that we can bring in. They're going to be very... Oh, we've only got 20, actually. Thought we had more than that. So, 20... So, to bring all of these in, you're talking around 360 supply. Which is not enough. We don't have it. But you just got to think what's going to be more effective. Getting more mortars in to deal with tanks, which are probably going to slap your men into oblivion. Do I just get one more in? Or do I get a tank in? I strongly suspect the tank is going to get destroyed easily. I'm thinking mortar. Around here. Going to have to do... The men are going to have to take care of the MGs. I'm hoping that they try and target the mortars. I need more supply. That's going to have to be it. It is. We can get some more lads in straight away. Don't necessarily want to put them in this top bit. I can stick a couple in just for reinforcement purposes. If I bung them in down here, they'll be safer just to slip in these sides. Might be a good idea to stick 2 in there as well. We'll do that. Ideally, I want to upgrade all the trenches, but again, supply is the big issue. We don't have enough. This is going to have to hold. It has to do. They've got 9 cores available to them, which includes bombers, tanks, probably siege artillery. Oh, I don't hope they don't use siege artillery. Right. Let's see what we can do. These must hold. They fall, we may be in a pickle, and it'll be down to the raiders only to deal with the enemy tanks. The infantry we can deal with. We've got loads of men here, tightly packed for a lot of fire. And they're going to be slowed down by this barbed wire. Here comes an enemy plane straight away. That is a scout plane. That is a new feature in the game. That came in incredibly quickly. So they're now going to be able to see everything that we have over here and probably bombard it to oblivion. They're already approaching. Wow, how fast are they moving? They're at B already. They must be really pushing. I can't hear any tanks. They're also at C. Wow, they're being so aggressive. Still can't hear any tanks. That's a good sign. They have updated this game considerably. There was an update just yesterday with 200 megabytes on top of the big update that they did. I'm not too sure what this new one did, but it would appear they've tweaked... Wow, it would appear that they have tweaked the AI because I've never seen them do this before. This is actually quite worrying. This is on elite mode as well, so they're just going to be extra menacing. Just feels like we're waiting to be smashed to bits. Still can't hear tanks. They may not have any here. They definitely have an air force, but there's been no sign of any bombers. They've just scouted us a little bit. These mortars will do damage to the enemy approaching. They've got very good range. They'll just have to do in terms of suppression and things. Hopefully they'll stop grenadiers approaching, lobbing grenades in, because that's one of the beauty things of them. They do suppress the enemy, whereas an MG will not. What are they doing? I've never seen this. This is scary. Devs, stop trying to defeat me. We did a premiere of the last season, the last campaign. Called it The End of Days. And I said, and the developer came in the chat and I said, you need to make your game harder. And I think they've about to done it. The enemy are being careful. Oh, they've moved. Oh no, it's still going up. Another plane is coming in. That is a bomber. Let's get in some air superiority. I'm going to have to, otherwise they'll destroy my stuff. Currently it's flying around. I hope I don't just waste all of that. So technically... See, we're losing points now because of this. Oh, here they come. Here they come. They're having a gander. They're going to try and take A. They're on super drugs. I think they've got tanks. Raiders are coming in. Looks like they're going for a rolling barrage. Light artillery. Smoke. Tanks. Destroy that, please. Wow, they are really coming in. All on one side. Gonna have to get these raiders down here. Oh man. That is a lot of men. That is not pretty. Come on, mortars, destroy the tanks. Wow, I've never seen them do this before. That is one intense running in. That tank is still functioning. Stop destroying my mortars, please. Oh, I've never been hit like this before. Wow. That tank is nearly down, thankfully. But look at them. This is ridiculous. Oh no! I don't feel like I can do anything. I'm gonna have to start reacting somehow. I'm glad I put men in there. Gonna have to try and get some fresh men in here. They've got grenadiers in there and things. Thankfully, their initial assault has run out of steam, but they're coming out for more fun. Barbed wire didn't slow them down too much, did it? I need to occupy these areas again. Get more men in. Oh man. Come on game, I want to get more people in. What is going on? Don't tie your hands like this. Tank's running away. Oh, there we go. Oh, I must have lost control of that area. Right. Small bit of respite. Wow, that was intense.
On se replie.
And they're nowhere near finished. I know they aren't.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
I need to get Ladzo back over here.
Sur la ligne.
Right, straight away.
En position de tir. Attention.
Oh man.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
No, where are you going? Just go this way. Go that way into there, otherwise you'll just get murdered.
Mettez-vous en position.
I feel like I'm going to be taking far too slow to do this.
Au rapport. Renfort prêt.
Can't really go that way. I have to walk around. That was a massive attack. I've never seen them do that.
On a de nouveaux ordres.
Ever.
Attendez les ordres. En position de tir. Renfort. On a de nouveaux ordres.
What are you doing? No, 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 no. Come on. The game's not helping me here too much. Coming in again. I'm not going to claim this back, I don't think. I might just legit have to hold here. I need access to more men. So I don't have enough. I'm going to have to get tanks in. Light tank. MG tank. Yes, please. Oh, this is awful. They're really coming in. I have gained control of some of this though. Let's get these tanks working. They can help me defend. Their initial assault is not as big. They do have planes in again. Harassment planes, not ideal. Come on, tanks, go over there, please. What are you doing? Come on, I need you to work with me now. Otherwise, they're going to take this point. I think they've run out of tanks. Works for me, not going to lie. Where are you going? Go that way. This is rough. This is really rough. Have I made these too tight for the tanks to operate in or what? No, see, look, they're going. It's only a little tank. They should be able to do things. Right, here we go. Now we can start pushing them back again, getting them out of our trenches. Hopefully those bombers don't murder us too much. These guys are just being lemons. Got no troops left, really. We have a few tanks. But these light tanks are not cutting it. I've no artillery to stop this from happening. You're going to have to get out of there. They're going to destroy you. Hopefully we can clear out them stormtroopers. This is rather different. Where are you going? Come on, tank. Behave. I don't think it knows how to get anywhere. Oh, they're done. I need to send them home. Get some stormtroopers in. Might have to do. And another lot of storms in. These are my last troops. Come on, game. Let me put you where I want you to go. They're coming in again. They've definitely lost momentum. Oh, they've got a hidden tank out of nowhere. Oh, damn it. They're just steamrolling in. Stay in the trenches, lads. Stay in the trenches. You go back that way. Hopefully we can destroy that. If we keep these tanks on this side, we should be able to look after them. Does that have a cannon on it? Where are you going? It does! I'm gonna have to send them home. They're gonna die. I didn't think that would have a cannon on it. Eh, 11 minutes to go. I'm out of men. I need to look after everyone I have. These have just been slaughtered because they've been lemons. I'm gonna have to bring more people into this section of trench again, I think. So I ain't gonna get that outer one again. That initial push was huge. Leave that outside trench. With no supply left. What I've got is what we've got to hold out for another 11 minutes. Man. A lot of the barbed wire has been crushed. Oh man. But they have slowed down. That is the main thing. Definitely not as intense. They've got more tanks coming in. Oh, this one had a gander earlier. Hopefully we can destroy it. Got these stormtroopers down here for final defense, I think. We're going to need it. These troops aren't doing anything there. We'll get them working around. These are a little bit of a problem, but they're not too bad. Because the intensity has gone down, we're managing to hold for the time being. Do with clearing these out, but that ain't gonna happen. More tanks coming in. Give me a break. Can I take back C? That was a good question. Probably not. They wouldn't have been that silly. Tank is nearly destroyed. Although it's on the flanks of many people now, so it's going to struggle hitting it. Seems to get stuck, but it is going to go down. Nice. Well, that means our lads are not shooting the lads that are coming in.
Attention, en position de tir.
Wait, is this BAP? If it's BAP, I'm in the middle of recording.
Hello there.
This is BAP. Buddy of mine, he is a nuisance. Constantly interrupting me while I'm recording.
Well, you shouldn't put yourself live in the Discord then, should you?
Well, that is why I'm there.
Well, you know, I've got to bug you somehow.
You do that without peeing it. Right, go away, I'm recording.
Right, well, sorry YouTube. I'll mute them. You don't want to hear my voice.
Exactly. Right, go on.
Right.
Go do something useful for a change. Right, well that's BAP, if you didn't already know. He's in the Discord as well. He's a nuisance. Personal friend of mine, and they finally requested a ceasefire, but because they've pushed us back to the center point, we're going to lose national will. That was a very costly endeavor. That is the worst attack I've ever endured, I think. That initial push was not pretty. Not pretty at all. That was very frightening. Here we go. A loss, -5 national will. This is going to be hard to keep the national will high on this. It cost them more than what it cost us. But still, we lost tanks. Honestly, the tanks haven't been right useful so far. Seemed like a wasted investment up to this point. They just get destroyed. Because they're on elite mode and they've got super tanks. Oh no. Detail. Do we have a murder counter yet? I hope we do. No, we don't. Devs, if you're listening, many people have requested a murder count on how many murders each company does and things, so that will be fantastic. And what does this cost us in supplies and money? It's going to be dangerous. There's going to be another battle as well. I know there is. We've got no money. We're going to be bankrupt. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. How are we supposed to attack and take places if they're going to be constantly on our ass? Maybe I shouldn't have spent all that money on those tanks, to be fair. Oh, we only went down -3. That ain't too bad, but we are now in negative territory in terms of money, and they're coming at us again. Oh, fine, here we go. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this one. This is challenging and a half. They've got more things here as well. And we've got the British tanks and stuff, but this ain't going to be enough. We're going to have to do the same again. We barely held on the previous battle. I'm going to have to get rid of all this again. Devs, please help me out. Right, now then, now that's done, they're going to be coming at us hard. I hope their artillery can't reach us, but we have forests we can play with. Now, they did an update, and I don't know if that means that they're going to start targeting people in the forest. But if we can hold that, that's a wide area to hold, though. It will give us a big advantage. If they rush in like they did on that previous battle, we're going to be in big trouble here. I could definitely do a more condensed battle line here with MGs and things. Those tanks were definitely a huge problem. How do we go about doing this then? There's a big fat hill right there. That ain't going to help the situation. No, go away. I don't want you there. Go something like that. We can potentially stash men in the forest. Maybe? Got a bad feeling about this. Right, well, how about this? We can have a forward defensive position here. Well, that's going to be under artillery fire. I'm going to have to think about this one. Right, another tactic which we may need to employ is, just so we're not flooded by the enemy tanks, we could potentially only let in the fat ones. There's nothing we can do about that. Now, if we were to stop them, we can legit upgrade these to a larger, improved firing trench, because the little ones could drive over basic firing trenches and communications trenches, but blocked by higher level trenches. So we can stop the little ones getting in, and if I can do that right out here, that would be marvellous. If I can upgrade that to 2... That's a lot of supply, though. Can't really reduce it. That should stop the little tanks getting in, because they can't go through the forest. There's nothing they can do there. Up here, if I do the same there, that should block them. It should. And then, so this is going to be the true firing line, which we can pull back from, which is also a backstop for the enemy to fanny around, get in and out, trying to traverse this little area. But the real defense is going to be down here. Now, if they come at us from this direction, we might be in a little bit of a pickle, because we don't have as much firing positions going that way. We've got a lot going this way, but not as many going this way. These will be able to shoot at them. Maybe not so much these, which could be a minor issue. There's also these forests which I need to contend with. Now, I could have men in there, but if their tanks come at me and start shooting them, I don't even know if the AI are going to shoot into the forest yet. They've never done before, but they might well, they have, but not very consistently. I can't really let them have that, because they'll just have free reign all the way over here. Might need to rework some of this section. I think that'll work a little bit better. Having all of these extra bits of trench will hopefully confuse the enemy to a degree. The barbed wire didn't do too much, but we'll keep it in. It's got to have helped. Would be good if I can keep hold of that forest, but I don't think I'm going to be able to deal with enemy tanks this time. I mean, the mortars did okay, but do I just get my own cannon tank in? And then that should... Oh, it's... This is a difficult one. That initial rush of men was horrendous. I definitely want some MGs in. I can't place them all in the same location though. I could put them quite deep down here. Maybe something like that, or down here. Just a couple, just to help. It's got to help, hasn't it? But I also can't use too much supply. A reinforced mortar nest. We can really give it some down here. If those big tanks get in, it's going to be around here where we can start shooting them. And hopefully we can destroy them. That is an if. And then we've got our men, which cost more money because they're British and irritating, like myself.
Reporting for duty.
Let's just get a load of men in. Right, this is going to be the way that it's going to happen. Lots of depth. Whether this works or not is dubious, but we've got a bit of a buffer zone. This isn't designed to hold back the initial thing. This is designed just to slow them down. We've got the advanced trench here that should stop these smaller tanks from getting in. They'll have a range which should probably reach around here. It should protect us. Same thing here. This should stop them getting in, and they'll have a range of just about down here. Hopefully they won't be able to get us. So that means we've got less tanks to deal with. I'm expecting this to fall, and I'm expecting this to fall as well, but it should slow them down and cause them significant damage. Forest may be an issue. We'll see how we get on with that. This forest is also an issue. We'll see how we get on with that as well. Well, this is the best that I can come up with. I've used all the supplies. We've got 2 concrete emplacements for MGs and 3 mortars. It's the most we can afford. Once we start battle, we'll have a little bit of supply remaining to get some troops in, but that is it. So let's begin. Half the forest got ripped down, but that's what happens in war. We'll get a couple of lads in straight away. Oh! Ooh, we can get a tank in. A Mark IV as well. We can get a fat tank in. We'll bung him. He's going to reinforce them here, which... Oh, we can actually get them down here. They're going to be scouting us again. I'll bung 1 tank there. That's all we can afford. Hopefully, I'm betting on being able to pull it out in time. Now we've got 2 raiders here, which I can float around to hopefully stop any tanks from getting in. We're coming in already with a bit of a scout. Oh, they're the new troops, the Bavarians, Bavarian pioneers. Oh, they destroy barbed wire and, well, immediately. That is ridiculous. Wow, they are powerful troops.
Awaiting new orders. Give us some steam.
Let's get our tank over there. Big fat juicy thing. This is a Mark IV. The better ones with the cannons on it. That should help against the enemy tanks. We'll see. Just waiting for the enemy to come. Now it's going to probably do them in a little bit because we have B and A. So they already immediately went to go and secure A straight off the bat, which was frightening. Why is the time stopped? Oh, they're capturing C. Radio. So it looks like they like to send parties into it, like, legit, straight away. They were rapid getting over here. They've got a balloon down there, which probably won't be able to see anything. They got a lot of trenches. Some of them are advanced trenches. Artillery is probably going to be positioned. Maybe some here, maybe some down there. Hard to say, really. I cannot spare any points on aircraft or anything. We do not have the supplies. We are really on our arse on this. The British lads are better on the defence, which is marvellous. Oh, we can actually see the cover difference here. The basic trench gives you 40% cover, whereas the heavy, well, more advanced trench gives you 60. That's a good boost. But the British lads have a improved vision and rifle range. Just marvellous. Enemy bomber inbound. So they're now going to be coming over. I hope they don't do what they did last time. Because that was just scary. I mean, that was instant. Properly instant. The plane's coming in. Oh no, go away. Thankfully, it looks a bit lost. Now, they came out of stray away from A with a couple of people. Now, that might mean that they're coming for a full regander because I can't see them. Now, they're having a quick look over here. They're the elites. Artillery is approaching. This might be the big one. Yeah, this looks like the big one. Where's our tank? Right down here, huddled up. We'll keep it down there. I'm expecting this to fall. If I move my men down now, they're going to... In fact, I'm going to do that and see what happens. We'll give them that. The enemy tank is there. That is a light one. Will it get through? No! No way! They have never done that to me! Oh wow, they've never used underground mining on me before. That is extreme. That is painful. We managed to save 2 companies here. Look at the state of that. That tank wriggled its way through there. I can't believe they did that. Wow. Let's get our tank over here somewhere. That is ridiculous. No way. That is... No. Our tank's facing the wrong way. Come on, man. You can clearly see the enemy going that way. They're just waltzing in, murdering everybody. These are Bavarian troops are ridiculous. That tank is causing mayhem. Come on, mortars. Shoot the tank. Ignore the people. This tank's doing it. That tank has actually seemed to be a pretty good investment. And they've taken all of that area. We're probably going to lose that mortar if we're not too careful. We've got a couple of lads down here which I'm going to bring forward. We need to get more men in immediately. We can resupply from this area. I'm just going to have to get every lad in that I can. That's it. Currently we're out of supplies. They're bombarding us on that direction. They seem to be quite insistent at coming this direction. Bombers have taken out the mortars. Artillery is being incessant. Thankfully we've got more lads in and they avoided that artillery barrage, otherwise we would have definitely been in a pickle. What are they going to do now? That is the question. It's going to be difficult for them to advance. There's a lot of dead bodies here. They're just going to be constantly suppressed all the time. We've got harassment planes in. That is ridiculous. That was a very good assault by the enemy. They're coming in through the forest now. Saw them. We'll give them that little bit. Rolling barrage again. Are they going down the pit? No way! How are they going to get out of that? Come on, mortars, stop shooting them and shoot some of these. The mortars are a bit stupid at times. No way! They ran up that like it was nothing. There's more troops coming in. They're going to be using the forest. Might be time to pull back from this section and save some troops. Get back into the stronger position that we have down here. I want to grab this bit again, but I don't think we're going to be able to. And try and get some lads in. Bring them around. They've just been slapped, to be fair. You can go home. That'll give me another troop I can get in. Why don't you just exit by the side? That would be a lot better. Send them home now. They're just done. Stay in the forest, lads. There's a forest for a reason. Might even bring them home. Come back. This is not fun. The raiders are getting raided. More tanks incoming. They're just done. I can get them in there right quick, I think, and they can help support this area. Mortars being stupid. Come on, lads. Why can't you shoot anything? Oh, there you go. We can get a few more in. We can cycle these around. Them harassment planes are slaughtering my men.
Stand by for orders. On the line. We have new orders. Get in position. Ready yourselves. Take fire in positions.
Got 5 more companies we can bring in. Can't afford.
Attention.
Oh, doing that gives them that position. Well, it's tough, isn't it, really?
We have new orders. Ready on the line.
Painful. Very painful. These could really do with going home.
We're withdrawing.
What? I think if they get slapped, does it count that? I don't know. They're going for an artillery there now. They just ran in that trench and now they're going to have to get out of it real quick. Yeah, this is elite difficulty with the new updates. Not pretty. All these are dead. Finally! Oh, that was brutal. I accept that ceasefire. We're going to be in so much debt. Really are going to be in a load of debt. Predictions on casualties now. I don't think it was as many as the last. I can't believe we got undermined. That's the first time I've ever seen them do that. Well, they get loads of goodies. They don't need more money. Battlefield determination earned by conquering. So what is that? They can carry on again. Oh, they don't even get tired. -1. Look how much debt we're in. They better not come at me again. I need to save the game. This is the long video as it is. And they are. What? Can I save it now? I can't. Right, well, I'm going to make this into a new video. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you can see this is not going to be pretty. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Bye!